Hello friends, it's Sammy back with another episode of The Daily Dash. That's right, it's everything you need to know from around the world and in my life, straight from my car dashboard to yours. Today is Friday, June 8th, 2018. Let me tell you what you need to know so you're in the know around the water cooler and in Carline today. All right, President Trump is tweeting up a storm, I guess causing trouble ahead of the, maybe just controversy, ahead of the G7 summit in Quebec City, which is one of our favorite cities in the world. By the way, check out my blog for why we fell in love with Quebec City the very first time we went there. The Washington Capitals won the Stanley Cup for the very first time in franchise history, beating the Cinderella Las Vegas Golden Knights last night. It was a great game. And another sad news, Anthony Bourdain committed suicide at the age of 61. He was found dead in his Paris hotel, I guess by fellow chef Eric Repair. And okay, I'll go on that in a second. But if you missed any of that, you know you can catch up below. You can find me at TheSammyCone on Twitter and Instagram, SammyCone.com, and of course on YouTube. Let me just say, have we forgotten what contentment is? So I'm not going to talk about mental health. It needs to be talked about. But when I say this, I realize a friend tweeted, there's a lot of demons. There are a lot of dark forces in this world. And we need to discuss them. And one of the things I want to pray over you all today is authenticity. Are we being our authentic selves? Are we calling out to friends when we need help? Do we have people that know us that are able to call us on things to say, hey, what's going on? Do you need help? I just think we need to be authentic. And so I want to pray that over each and every one of you today, including myself and my family. But I've just been noticing recently that the idea of contentment has gotten lost on a lot of us. And I say it in this way. It's so easy for us to get used to our surroundings, to get used to our current state of being, to get used to our homes, our cars, and we forget to actually be appreciative of that and to be grateful and to verbalize that gratefulness, because we've had a lot of friends and guests lately and everyone's just been very complimentary of our home and just the atmosphere. And I think it's so easy for us when we live in it every day to think, oh, but you don't see this. And I'll just straight up, I'm very quick to be like, yeah, but we want to do this, or, oh, we don't have this. We wish this was X, Y, Z, right? I could go on and on and on. Instead of realizing what we have is what we make it. And so I just want to encourage all of us, and I'm preaching to myself, to be content, to find contentment. Paul said, I've learned to be content in any circumstance, right? I've learned what it's like to be with plenty and what it's like to be in need. And so just take a deep breath and learn to be content and to reach out if you need help. There is no shame in the suffering. We just need to make sure that we're reaching out to those in need and asking for help if we need that. Speaking of friends, I got to visit with an old friend of mine today at a place I'm embarrassed to say I have not been there. Biscuit Love. If you all come to Nashville, you have to visit Biscuit Love. And it's easy because now there are 3 locations in Franklin, in Hillsborough Village, and the Gulch, if you're familiar with Nashville, which many of you are. I feel like everyone is here for the CMA Awards right now, CMA Fest. But it is so great. I would dare say, even if you don't love biscuits, I had a French omelet with this champagne vinaigrette dressed greens, with sauteed onions and mushrooms today, which I just relished because my husband does not love those things. And so it was so mouth-watering. And then I should show you. Hang on. Wait for it. I did save some of these to bring home for my family. It took a lot of restraint. This is not going to be as pretty. You can go to my Instagram stories, remember, at TheSammyCone. Look at these. They're called Bonuts. They're biscuit donuts. This is a lemon mascarpone cream. Do you see the sugar? And there's a blueberry compote that they're served on top of. I'm going to save them for my family. Delish. So, anyway, shout out to Biscuit Love. Thank you for having me today. Man, good stuff. So, speaking of being content, my belly is content right now. So, as we go into the weekend, I just pray that you all can live your most authentic lives possible, that you are surrounded by a community in which authenticity is prioritized, and that you have fun, that you just find joy wherever you are. All right, that's it, friends. I pray you have a great day and a great weekend. Make sure you make it great, and do not wait to tell someone you love how you feel about them. Bye, friends.